I will let you know, and I will keep you updated as to how I'm feeling and whether my period comes back. In order to eat more of something, you have to make it just more appetizing for yourself. So in order to eat more fats, this morning I made some of my own walnut butter because I just finished my almond butter. And I also made these beautiful chocolate bliss balls, basically just with some dates, loads of walnuts, a few sunflower seeds, some chocolate chips, and some cocoa powder. I think that's it. And I'm going to be taking those to work just as a little snack. And yeah, I better head off to work because otherwise that's going to cause me unnecessary stress. I absolutely doused my chocolate oats in walnut butter. So yeah, that better be good. So, quick Q&A opportunity. I've been asked a few times, again, how much oats I eat in the morning, and I never know because I just sort of estimate, but this morning I weighed it for all of you guys, and I took about 100 grams. I think that's about the average of what I take for oats, but obviously if I'm hungrier I might take more, or if you need more in your recovery then take more, or if you need less then obviously less, because it really depends on the individual and on how hungry you are. It depends on so many factors, so how much I eat shouldn't determine how much you eat. Anyway, if I take about 100 grams of oats, then that keeps me full for several hours usually. So I tend to have breakfast at like 7, and I won't really be needing anything until about 10 o'clock. But yeah, it depends on the person, and yeah, it's important to fuel yourself in the morning, but I mean, obviously also throughout the day. So yeah. So today I'm going to see if I can fill out a chronometer. This is something that my sister sort of does, I think every day, and it tells you how many calories you're eating, how much fat, how much protein, how much carbs, and I'm going to see if I'm actually succeeding at upping my fats and, well, my overall intake. So pray for me. Finally done filling in all of my breakfast items and all of the little powders and stuff that I had with it. So we're already at 852 calories. So 14% protein so far, 25% fats, and 61% carbs. So I feel like that's pretty good. I don't think I'll burn that many calories a day because I'm not going to do any exercise. So fats, I've already had almost 25 grams. Jesus. So let's hope I don't forget to fill it out for the remainder of the day, because otherwise it's going to keep looking a bit gloomy. I'm like I'm very, very deficient. But yeah, I'll keep you updated as always. Hi all, it's almost 6 o'clock now, and I'll probably be making dinner soon, but I'm not even that hungry. Like, that's probably the only real difference I feel eating more fats, is that I'm actually satisfied for longer, which, you know, this high carb grill is appreciating. And yeah, I've had a pretty good day, and I've tried to sort of be quite relaxed, do everything in a sort of peaceful manner, and yeah, that sort of brings me to the most important point in mental and physical well-being and in getting your period back, or anything else really, is that you really need to reduce your stress. So how do you do that? First off, get enough sleep. If you have a regular sleeping pattern, then your circadian rhythm will regulate itself, and your body will make sure that you get enough rest, and your hormone levels will automatically return to a more optimal level, because if your sleeping schedule is very off and all over the place, then so will your cortisol levels. Something else that I highly recommend, and which I personally do when I feel like I have that really tight feeling in my stomach, and when I'm feeling just really nervous or jittery or uptight, is I try to take really deep breaths, and not just breaths up here in my chest, but actually deep breaths that I can feel in my stomach, and to just focus on the breathing. Try to not think of anything else, but just focus on deep breaths. What's also important for me is to do some form of exercise. This also helps with my sleep, but obviously depending on why you lost your period, you might have to avoid exercise, or at least vigorous exercise, because especially for athletes or people that have lost their periods because they're severely underweight or because they exercise too much, they might not be able to engage in exercise, at least not at this moment. But yeah, even if you can't, a very slow and relaxed walk should still be fine. Some yoga is fine, or any other activities in which you can get lost and which bring you joy and where you're completely in the flow. So for me, that might be reading, writing, or art, or journaling. And journaling brings me to my next point. Keep a gratefulness journal or a diary, because this is something that shifts your mindset and makes you feel more positive. Feeling more positive obviously is good for your hormones and good for reducing your stress. What has helped me in this aspect as well is repeating positive affirmations to myself. So telling myself why I'm proud of myself, telling myself that everything will work out in the end, all problems have a solution, and that if I can't change an outcome, there's no use in worrying about it. And, even if I can't change something, what good is worrying going to do? So, this, and probably avoiding caffeine as well, are sort of my main tips for keeping your chill, for being relaxed, and for letting your hormones do their thing. Anyway, I'm definitely feeling some cramping right now, so as I said before, I think my period's just a bit dormant, but it's all still going on in the background, so I'm not quite sure why it's not breaking through and why it hasn't for the past 2 months. But we'll just be patient and give it time.